You said to Nancy Pelosi, here are the minimum threshold amendments we need to be permitted to offer, at least to get to a vote before I will even consider voting for this bill. And do you have enough folks who are standing with you to create a real, genuine threat that this bill would not pass?
Well, that's a good question because, the White House is putting on tremendous pressure, making phone calls. The president's making phone calls saying this is the end of his presidency if he doesn't get this bad deal. I don't feel that way. I think this is potentially the end of his possibility of being reelected if he gets this deal. And it's a trap. It's a trap on Social Security and on progressivity in our tax system and a tax on huge cuts to programs we care about because this adds $500 billion to the deficit next year. And then the next year, the new Republicans come in, whoa, we got to cut the heck out of everything because we have a $1.7 trillion Obama deficit. They won't be talking about their role in creating that.
Congressman, I could not agree with you more in terms of what you just said. I've never seen anybody as effective at lobbying for George Bush's economic policies as President Obama. And here's my question to you. Have you gone to the White House to say, look, you're now creating an additional $1 trillion deficit over the next 2 years. Where are you going to cut in next year's budget? What are you sacrificing? We need to know what trade-offs you're making because that really is the policy choice they're making.
I don't think they're thinking that far ahead. They're just focused on getting this deal done. They're scared to death that middle-class tax cuts expire on the 1st of January. Guess what? That's next year's taxes. We could take care of that the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd week in January. We could take care of it any time next year retroactively and take care of the middle class. But they're rushing this through as though Armageddon happens. And the only Armageddon is for unemployed people. And that shouldn't have even been part of this deal. Shouldn't have even been on the table. Should be a no-brainer that we're going to extend unemployment benefits. And I can find a way to pay for it if the Republicans insist on that.